I went to my local coin shop. A lot of people in the comments were encouraging me to necessarily not stop purchasing online, but spend less time purchasing online and going to build a relationship with my local coin shop. And I'll save you the backstory, sob story, but many years ago, probably 15, 18 years ago, I had to sell some gold at one point to get out of debt. And I had a really bad experience. I've learned now, as I'm not as naive and I'm not as ignorant, and I educated myself a little bit more on precious metals, that I really got ripped off back then. And I think that subconsciously left a bad taste in my mouth to where I didn't want to go, and I didn't want to trust walking in and getting bamboozled. But now, education and knowledge is the eliminator of fear, right? And so I decided, let's go into the local coin shop that I found in my area, and let's go pick up some stuff. So I walked in unassumingly, just wanted to check it out. And he asked, how you doing? Welcome, whatever. Nice, cordial greeting. And I said, hey, I just wanted to, my first time here in the shop, I just wanted to take a look around, see what you guys had, what was available, and maybe buy something. I'm looking for buying silvers and gold, whatever, whatever's a good deal or whatever I like. And he asked, the question, are you a stacker or are you a collector? And I said, a bit of both. Really, I like the historical numismatic type stuff. I like getting stackable weight at good prices. So he led me to some stuff. He said he had a lot of stuff that they were selling for melt or just above melt because they were just shipping it off as quick as possible. He told me that pre-1933 gold, they essentially ship off almost instantaneously to get whatever melt price from the wholesalers. He said that they had Morgans and peace dollars for just he said some would be melt, some dates would be melt and some would just be, $1 or $2 over. I said, hey, that's a deal for me. So what I did is I picked up 10 Morgans and some peace dollars total. One of them's not being shown here because I bought it for a different reason, for a different video. But so we had these peace dollars. I thought this one was actually pretty nice here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing to necessarily focus, but I'm going to go through and kind of show y'all what I got. You let me know what you think about all these things. But I thought this was a nice little pretty 22 here. Nice look, nice color, little shine to it. So I thought it'd be just a fun one just to have and hold. But I picked up some peace dollars, not too exciting here, 26, right? And then what I really enjoyed were these Morgans. I didn't realize I was going to be such a Morgan fanboy here, but I was looking at these Morgans and I found them to be actually quite interesting. So got a 1921. Pick that up. Really beautiful. I just like the styling. I like they look good. They look like a historic coin that somebody put a lot of care and attention into. 1886, again, starting to get into older dates, coins that I just don't have in these kind of dates, but 1886 with pretty decent definition. You can see feathering, and obviously not perfect, but I liked it. What is this guy here? 1921, another 21. Again, I was just kind of also getting these because I was buying them for such a good price. I think it was like $37 a coin, maybe less, $36, $37 a coin. So to me, that was perfectly fine. What are they? 0.77 something ounces of silver. Got an 1881. I mean, that right there, like just a beautiful, to me, this coin, like 144 years old or whatever it is. And it still has this definition and this look to it. And I liked the like subtle toning too. I don't know. I found that to be very fascinating. This one, I actually really loved the toning. It wasn't like the best condition thing that I saw, but I really liked that gray toning for 1921. So we got that. Anyway, just had a really great experience. Ultimately, I had a really great experience. He offered me some Indian head gold coins, which I thought were beautiful. He had 3 of them. He offered me them for, I think, $500. They're around 1/8 of an ounce or so, somewhere in that range. So the smaller Indian head coins, I thought that was fantastic. So I appreciated that. And I just ultimately, my point is here, I had a really great time. I got some really cool deals, some really cool coins that I've never had before. I got this English Sovereign 2016, just about, I think this one is just around 1/4 ounce or just like 0.2456 or something like that. It's really close to 1/4 ounce. So we picked up this gold coin. We're just going to go ahead and feed that into our spot poucho here. Get him his, I don't know, 8th, 9th piece of gold. We're starting to get added up faster than I thought we would, but we'll throw that in there. And I have a feeling that I'm going to throw in an Indian head here to hit 1 or 2 here pretty soon, because I told him I'm definitely interested in those, and I'll be back to grab some over time.